Yes, I do believe this architecture to be building. Yeah, it's Vlogaday 459.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, for real this time, and I'm gonna try, in honor of Writerly Wednesday, which was yesterday, I'm gonna try and actually get some writing done. We're gonna do some revision work if we can, on yet another thing that shall never see the light of day at this rate. So we're gonna do that. I slept. What time is this? Like 10:30? It was 10:30 when I woke up, so it's probably closer to 11 now that I don't know what time it is. Getting some good sleep, don't worry. On the postcards, I got all the pictures back, at least in a scanned form, which is how I'm going to make the postcards to send to my patrons. If you would like to get in on that, this is your last chance. By Friday is when I'm going to order the postcards, and then it's gonna be too late. You can't get in on them after that, and then you'll have to wait for the next round. So if you haven't jumped on Patreon yet, you might want to do that. Otherwise, don't worry about it, because you know nobody likes postcards. But if you do like postcards, I can show you a couple examples. Some of them, here's the question, some of them are a little bit too dark. They're fairly dark. You can still see what's going on. Like this one is in a train station, interesting. This one is in the Peloton, kind of hard to tell. Now, the question for my patrons that I keep meaning to pose on Patreon, but I'll pose here, do you guys still want these ones? I think they're kind of cool because they kind of give you, they're still a peek into life, and they're not bad shots, they're just really underexposed. And the nice thing is I've learned my lesson. Obviously I cannot do these anymore. I can't take photos inside with these disposable cameras, but I don't know, should I still make them into postcards or not? I guess I'll ruminate on that. No, if you guys don't have opinions, I'll decide. I kind of feel bad sending some people like all black postcards. Not all of them. Oh, the canal one is really cool too, actually. There's one of the canal. It's very dark, but I still think it's kind of cool. So we'll probably keep a couple of them, and maybe one or two of them will get lost in the shuffle, but you guys can let me know. Here are the examples of all the postcards you can expect, all made from a disposable camera that I was carrying around with me for weeks. And I'm working on camera number 2 right now, and I keep forgetting to take photos with it, so let's try to take at least one photo of that today. Moving on. Figured I should have lunch first. It's late enough. Also, little cardboard signs reminding me, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, just the energy to click a button. I learned a new French word today. Crache, pretty sure means to spit, because there's some kids up there that were spitting. And this guy over here was nice enough to take a photo of them and scare them off, so they stopped. But it was kind of sketchy there for a minute, taking this time lapse and having to avoid over in the distance. Just had a nice long phone call. I got some edits done on Agnar's box, made some good progress, and then got to that part where I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna have to start hacking stuff out now, and it's gonna get messy. But I had a phone call, so I had to run for that. Now I get to go print some stuff off and then go home and try to get paperwork done. And they just finished building this display in front of Pompidou, which I've seen somewhere, but they had this was on Reddit or something before. I guess this thing is traveling, but it's like a modular apartment of some sort that looks really, really wrong. If you don't get why, just pretending you just never saw it. It's one of those things where like he had to have known. They had to have known what that looked like when they built it. There's no way that got by everybody without hitting at least one alarm bell. This looks new and interesting. At least it wasn't here last time I was here. My co-work. Coffee and Wi-Fi, like my favorite things. It's cool. Like there's private rooms and then open spaces as well. Might have to look into this. It's cool idea, but it seems a little bit pricey for me when you can like just buy one coffee at a coffee shop and stay there for a few hours instead of paying €4 an hour to make coffee on the side. I don't know. It could be really nice though, especially if you're actually having meetings and stuff and need to work with other people. There are a couple of these around town now. There's one that apparently has like unlimited pastries while you work. I need to find that one and see what that one's like. For the moment, time to go back to Copy Self and to print some stuff off. This is new though. As I walk through the city, we've got some Olympic rings in front of Hotel de Ville. They are really excited about the Olympics in 2024. Let's hope the world still exists in 2024. There are a lot of potentially interesting things on the horizon. Fun things, good things. Well, tonight turned into kind of a craziness. I wanted to make pico de gallo and guac, but I had so much fall on my plate at once that I just kind of ran out of time to make food for myself and ended up eating pizza. I'm hoping to make that guac and pico de gallo sometime soon, maybe this weekend, hopefully sooner, but yeah, it just turned, there's just a lot going on. Lots of good stuff today, lots of work and potential work, future projects, as well as current ones, trying to get on top of everything. I still haven't gotten through all the emails I need to get caught up on, as well as scheduling stuff. All really exciting, I'm sure. Now, what is more exciting is I was trying to play with this and see like, where's the color balance? You know, ooh, that one might match a little bit. Trying to find one that matches the warmth of what's going on back there. With all this, I think that might do it. Obviously, this is a bad idea, as is that, so we probably should go with something like that. Or that. We'll stick with that for a minute. I guess we'll find out when I go back to edit this. Today has been a day of going and getting caught up on everything. And I think I feel feeling pretty caught up on it. As I revised Agnar's box, because this was kind of a right early Wednesday follow-up day, actually is Wednesday for me today, so I thought it'd be really good if I actually wrote. I don't know how you revise if you're a writer, but it's kind of, this is when I really feel like I should be using a tool like Scrivener, and I can go in and just wipe out chunks and move stuff around a little bit without having to worry so much about missing pieces. And because I'm going in and I'm deleting entire portions that have been preempted by things that I've written into the book earlier, and now you've got these things like that you're developing that have already been developed or have already happened, and it's like, I gotta get rid of it. But at the same time, the little nuggets, you're like, oh right, I want to keep that, and I need to keep this. And so there are times when your classic Microsoft Word or word processing editor, whatever, doesn't quite hack it. And so that's kind of the situation that I'm in right now. A little bit, making notes to myself and trying to figure it all out and put it all together. And I'm really hoping this comes together. It's so hard to keep pressing on in this environment all by yourself. I think this is the hardest part about writing. One of the things that I like about making videos, vlogging is really nice because when I vlog, it's just me, right? I'm not reliant on anybody else to show up. There's no crew or other actors or writers or anybody that needs to get their part done for it to happen. I can just show up and get it done and move on, which is one of the things that I really like about writing as well, is that you show up, you get your part done, and that's it. Obviously, later when it's finished, you hand it off to editors and a team in that way that helps you put it together better. But with the vlogging, I'm able to do all of that, condense it, put out a finished product, share it with you guys, get immediate feedback, and then do it all over again the next day. And that's really fun. The comments are obviously, it's a lot of fun to talk with you guys in comments. Patreon things are really getting more chatty as well. On Twitter and other places, it's really fun to interact. But talking about this and being able to interact with you guys, obviously with my life being the central story to it, is really rewarding because you know when things are working, when they're not. In the same way, I feel pretty blind about the vlogging sometimes, especially when things are getting kind of hectic and I've got all these projects that I'm juggling, and this has to be done every night in spite of the fact that I have a lot of other things that I also need to get done, and that list is growing recently. It leaves you equally blind in a way because I'm just powering ahead and doing what I think I should be doing mechanically. I'm fitting things in place, experimenting with things as I have the energy, and then just really hoping it falls together. And everything points to, yes, things are going very well right now. Things are growing. You guys seem to be happy. I keep getting good comments and so forth. Some random weird comments along the way too, but that's to be expected. It is YouTube. And so it's interesting to see the difference where I feel fairly blind in both in a lot of ways. But because I get the regular feedback on the vlog, I feel better about where the vlog is at, where things are going, and feel like I'm doing it right now, which you can feel free to contest in the comments below if you really must. But I feel like this is going in a very good direction. Always open to new ideas, but definitely also trying to kind of hold it together. And on the other side, with the writing, I have no feedback whatsoever. And I can put hours and hours of work into it, and it's still just me. And I'm probably a month or two away from ever getting any feedback because I gotta finish it first and then go back through and refine it one more time and then send it off to the person that I intend to send it off from here, assuming that I'm also not, I gotta look for an agent and all that stuff too. Oh my gosh, there's so much left to do with it. And how much confidence do I have in it? Less every day, which is why I just need to get it done. I need to finish it, get it packaged up and sent off, and at least have it out of my hands for a little while, right? Because at least with this, like I said, instant feedback, or at least feedback the next day. And with that, man, writing takes it out of you. I love doing it. I'm looking forward to doing more of it. I have so many stories I want to write, so much I want to do. But boy, howdy, how on earth do we find the time to write and make it a regular part of life? That is a question for the ages. Anywho, that's enough for me tonight. One last reminder, if you've made it this far into the video, if you are a patron and I don't have your shipping address, please make sure to get it to me. If you're not a patron and you want to get one of those postcards, you better get on it really quickly because you only have like 2 days left before you're cut off. Otherwise, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe, like the video, hit that like button, leave a comment, whatever about you feel like. See, words not working good from mouth breaking down, but it's all falling apart. Anyways, I'm gonna make some popcorn and I've got to get back to all this other stuff I'm supposed to be doing tonight.